Hi everyone, I am here at school to start setting up my room for the year. It's not quite the end of July, but I'm ready to dive in. I'm a little bit scared, and I'm going to take you on the journey with me. So, wish me luck. All right, so here's my room pre-set up. It actually looks better than I thought it would. so, that's maybe a little bit promising. And I believe that this is new carpet. I am pretty excited. I've had the same carpet for, I don't know, 7 years. Yeah, this is new. Yay! All right, so I'm going to show you something that was kind of like a Pinterest fail, something that seemed like a really good idea but was not. So this worked well. These are all my cardboard dulcimers. Got a little bit dusty this summer. But this has worked well all year, but it only housed, it looks like 16. And I had more than that. I had like a class set. So I thought, oh, I'll just hang them on 3M hooks. Well, this, as you can see, the dulcimers are no longer on the hooks. They've fallen off. This was after, like, I tried it once and they all fell. And then I tried it again and had like stronger Velcro and attached it to more than one place on the dulcimer, and still they all fell off. So I'm thinking maybe I just need another quilt rack and that will fix the problem. All right, so after really only maybe like 45 minutes of work, I got all my drums out where I want them to go. I actually had them over here last year, but then sometimes a class would come in through that entrance to go to the traveler's classroom, and they'd all want to play the drums. I mean, they'll still probably try to play the xylophones, but at least there aren't mallets over there. So I flipped, instead of having a table over here, I put all the drums over here, and then I put my little table from IKEA over here. We'll see how that goes. So all my instruments are over here. Flexible seating's over here. I still have a little work to do there. And then I just showed you my dulcimer debacle, but I was able to get all the instruments out of here. I still have a lot of organizing to do. This is kind of embarrassing to show you, but as you can see, like, some of my stuff looks kind of organized, like my border, but then I got overwhelmed and I just dumped a bunch of stuff on the shelf. So this is a goal for me, to try to clean up this mess over here. And then I'm going to clean up all this stuff over here later too, because I need to get some disinfectant wipes and wipe down the table because it got dirty, or the counter. And then I might try hooking up my electrical stuff today. But I still definitely have a lot of work to do, but I'm feeling pretty good for day one. This is something really helpful that someone did for me, I think years ago when the building opened up. I'm like, I really love technology, but I don't love cords. So this has been really helpful. Like, they color coded which cord needed to go where. I don't really know where this blue cord is kind of leading to nothing. But besides that, everything, I figured out where everything needed to go. And it just made it really easy for setting the room back up. Hey everyone, so it's day 2 of getting my room ready. I actually had a pretty big gap between day 1 and today because my family and I went to Surfside Beach, South Carolina for a vacation, so we'll see how today goes. All right, so here is my room, day 2. I did end up hooking up my smart board on day 1. So my goal for today is to clean up all the counters and make it look a little bit nicer in here. And then to kind of like organize some of my bins here, and to print and laminate a bunch of stuff. And if I could actually start putting it on the walls, that would be amazing. So 2 hours of printing and laminating and cutting later, I have all of this from my room that I now need to cut and put into the appropriate areas of the room. I did a little bit of other work here. I put some new bins out for my clipboards. I got these out, but I have to change from my monster theme to my travel theme. And I have these from 31 that I put out for my sharp pencils, and the middle one will be for my dull pencils. And then here are some erasers. And then I also, over here, I filled my prize box. So it doesn't seem like that much work, but this right here took a good long part of it. The last thing I did for today was to cut up all of the lamination and kind of just place it where it's going to go. So like here are all my word wall cards, which are going to go up here. Here are my drawer labels. And then over here, sorry, it's kind of a mess still. I have like my instrument family posters there. And then here are all the bookshelf labels. And then like I have some decor there that will go there. And then this will go on this bulletin board. I'm still trying to figure out the other bulletin board. So I think that will help me next time I come in to know where everything goes and just be able to cut it and post it on the walls. All right, so it's day 3 and I had to get some coffee to help me get going here. And of course I had to put on some tunes to help. So my first step for today was to start labeling all my drawers, because otherwise I will forget. Even though I've had this room for many years, I'll forget where things are. And I'm also labeling these bins. I love these bins. I think it's by, they're called Really Good Stuff. Look here. Yes, oh sorry, Really Useful Box, which I think I just got at Staples or Office Max. And I put my materials for the week in the boxes. As you'll see, these materials are actually from last year, so I have to reorganize them. But it just helps me kind of stay organized so I can easily get to flashcards or Plickers cards or whatever. This is my first experience using fadeless paper. Usually I just use like the big roll of, butcher paper, on a cart in the hallway. I have to admit I'm really bad at doing bulletin boards, so this has helped a little bit. You'll see it's not perfect, and I don't have the pretty border or anything up on the board yet. And there's still some wrinkles here, which I think, usually with butcher paper, I just feel like there's so many wrinkles and tears and everything, and I think this will definitely be better, especially once I get everything up there. Okay, so on day 3, I've been here for probably a couple hours. I was kind of in and out. But I have gotten some things up on the walls here. I've got my hand signs, and I actually decided to put my rules down here this year. I got that idea from my friend Carla, and I love that the kids will be able to see it better, because usually I've been putting it over here, but then some kids can't see them all because the file cabinet's blocking it, and this is where they sit. So I think that will be better. I put up my levels of understanding and my partner poster where kids can come if they can't find a partner. That's actually a freebie in my TPT store. If you search partner poster, you'll find it. And then this year, I'm doing my word wall differently. Instead of doing like words for every single letter, I segmented them by, section of the alphabet. And that way it's not as overwhelming. I'm really loving this, because before I felt like my word wall would start, here and would go all the way down close to that door. And it was just really kind of overwhelming for kids. So I love that I really was intentional in choosing words that I talk about a lot. And then I have these musical symbols that I haven't put up yet, but instead of repeating like quarter note over here and having it over here, I just have it here. So that way I could minimize a little bit on the amount of words on the wall. Hi everyone, it's day 5 of getting my room ready. And today's actually the first official day. It's our work day. So we have to get the room ready by 4 o'clock so that parents and students can come for our open house. I actually skipped over day 4, so I'm going to show you what I did on day 4. I was just here for a couple hours. So on day 4, I put up this bulletin board so that students can, like when we learn like the dance Dandiya Ras, we learn that it's from India, a kookaburra from Australia, Great Big House. So we can just kind of put song titles up there as we learn them. And then I also put up this bulletin board, which I had this display last year, and I had it by my door over here. And I've actually decided I'm going to put it back over there, and I'm going to do a different bulletin board here, because I really love this. This right here is a display of musicians from around the world, and my students really connected with it last year, where they could when they were lined up at the end of music class, I got a lot of questions about what they were seeing on the display. So I'm going to put it back over there, and this you can actually download on my blog if you go to mrsmiraclesmusicroom.com and you search. Making Students Feel Welcome, I believe, is the title of the blog post. Then you can download this display for free. So today I'm going to swap out this bulletin board. I'm obviously going to do a lot of cleaning here. I have a lot of mess just from cutting and everything. I have to finish this display over here, and put some other things up on the walls and organize my bookshelf. Yeah, I have lots to do. So a few hours in, and so far I've gotten up the rest of my musical symbol wall. And then over here, I was really excited about this. I created this big globe with a website called blockposters.com, and if you upload a JPEG, then it will make it so that you can print out a really big image. And then with my Cricut, which I used to use for scrapbooking, but now I use for classroom decor, our school-wide theme is "Oh, the places you'll go." So I went ahead and printed out letters that say that. All right, so I finished this bulletin board, which I'm pretty happy with. I had to put these passports up here from Carson DeLosa. I think they're from Carson DeLosa because I had a rip on the paper, so I'm just covering that up. And I happened to have this paper lantern from when I did a space theme, so I thought I'd go ahead and bring that back out here for my travel theme. And then let me see what else here. You'll notice I have a decent amount of blank space on my walls, and I did that on purpose because I just felt like I didn't want my walls to become too overwhelming for the kids. So I finished that out. I have a little globe here just to add to that, for the theme. All my bins are labeled. And my iPads go here, so I'm waiting for those. I'm actually getting ukuleles too, and those are coming, so I'll have to figure out where to put those. And then the display that I had over on the other bulletin board, I now put up here so kids can see it as they line up. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to do a little bit more cleanup, but I'm super excited that my students and the students' parents can finally see the room.